When a 17-year-old American citizen gets his car window smashed in by federal immigration officers during his lunch break. I mean, we're not just talking about a mistake being made here, guys. That's failure of basically the system that's meant to protect somebody who's 17 and us, also us. And before we dive into this, I really want to just make sure the facts are clear. This is not a disputed incident. This is not a he said, they said. This actually happened in Oregon, okay? In broad daylight to a high school senior who was on his lunch break. Oh, and he was a U.S. citizen. His name is Christian Jimenez. He was 17 years old. And what we see in the video is simple. I mean, Christian tells the ICE officers that he's a citizen. The agent replies, and I quote, "I don't care." They break his window, they detain him anyway, and then they hold him for hours before releasing him. Check this out. This is insane.
Get out. I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm a U.S. citizen. Okay, you're a U.S. citizen.
So let's be clear. No federal officer in this country has the authority to ignore citizenship claims without verifying them. And they definitely don't have the authority to say, "I don't care," as they break into a vehicle holding an American minor, basically prisoner. Okay, that's kidnapping. I'm sorry, it is. And this is not about immigration policy. This is about ego and power. Okay, and what happens when it goes unchecked? Because this isn't like an isolated incident. I mean, according to multiple legal reports, actually, and advocacy groups, ICE detained at least, I think it was 4 U.S. citizens in the same region last week, including 2 people who simply tried to record the arrest. You know, the same way people like me, journalists and neighbors, and any American has the right to do. It's a constitutional protected activity. So when law enforcement starts detaining citizens who are recording them, we're walking far away from enforcement. Okay, and that is just a huge red flag. Okay, and hundreds of residents in, I think it was McMinnville. I don't know. I might screw that name up. They knew it, and that's why they lined the streets, not to protest policy, but to make a political point. To say that this is not who we are, and this is not how our government should operate. So the school districts confirmed Christian is a citizen. They confirmed that he was a citizen. They confirmed that he was also reunited with his family, and they actually also confirmed that the impact this had on him and the students who simply, watched the news spread throughout their community was, traumatic. I mean, a 17-year-old American student now has to live with this memory of federal officers like Gestapo in the 1930s and 40s smashing in their window and basically dragging them out of the car while they're telling them the truth, and these guys don't care to hear it. I mean, let's talk about the bigger picture here. The power to detain people, especially, on American streets, outside of American schools, is one of the most serious powers a government can hold, or a person for that matter can hold. And when that power is used against citizens without cause, that is not enforcement. Again, guys, we're leaving enforcement. All right? That is a breakdown of disregard and breakdown of your constitutional protections. Every officer in this country, okay, operates under the same document, and that's called the Constitution of the United States. And more than 90% of them don't even know what that is. And that document is not, optional. It does not pause based on suspicion or skin color or accent, okay? It does not, period, okay? And it definitely does not pause for a 17-year-old American trying to get back to class after having lunch. I mean, these are the moments that really test us as a nation and people, not as, parties or communities, but as, a nation. And the simple question now is, will there be accountability, or will this just be another line, in a report that no one ever answers for? I guess we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to stay connected and informed to the stories that matter, the people that matter, and most importantly, the truth. The thing that is so hard to find right now. And just so you guys know, I do the best that I can to answer the comments. So I really hope to see you guys in there.